So besides getting ready for Thanksgiving, we're also celebrating a living legend and one of the best in the business. You got to take it. You got to take it. It is News's Barbara Barr. You know who I'm talking about. She is spending some time with us on her last day before retirement, and from sports to politics to hard news, everything in between. Barbara, you have seen it all in your 20 years here at WGHL, but really a nearly 4 decades long career.
Yeah, such an incredible career, Barbara. And some of your most notable days were inside the courtroom. Let's start with the Jerry Sandusky trials. Ever watched across the country? What was that experience like?
And first, let me say, you guys, that's very nice of you and generous comments. And it's been great working with these guys here this year. And it's my honor.
It's been our honor to be sharing the screen with you.
Just want to say that. Jerry Sandusky, you know, it was a national trial, and I think it was one of the first, you know, in this area that got such big attention. And Matt Barcaro, who he and I did a lot of projects together, would go up to Bellefonte with our photographers. And we actually, the managers rented an office in Bellefonte while we covered that trial for a couple weeks. And this was big because Jerry Sandusky was a defensive coordinator for Joe Paterno at Penn State. Penn State, a national championship, national contender. And he was also involved in the Second Mile of Charity. So he's this big name. This was a program that had a lot of honor. Joe Paterno, you know, standing for academics as well as, you know, excellent play in the field. And everyone knew him in this small college town. And it was really like a thunderbolt that suddenly here was this guy that a lot of people looked up to, charged with sexual abuse of minors, just horrific crimes, many that he met either through the football program or through the Second Mile. And we went up there. Some of the testimony certainly gripping because these young men that said they were abused testified one after the other, and it was very painful going through that for them, and certainly an emotional event to be there and to be covering as well. And it was, you know, networks all over the place. In fact, Sandusky had done an interview with Bob Costas that had also gotten a lot of play. So a lot of attention to it on this small town in Bellefonte.
Well, like you said, small college town, but a very big story, a national story. Everybody was paying attention to that story at that time. Tell us about the night the verdict came down.
Oh, yes. Won't forget it. It was a Friday night, no air conditioning in the courtroom. It was packed with everyone there. Obviously, there were, you know, football fans there, but people in the community, prosecutors, defense, families of, you know, the accusers at that time. And it was late in a Friday night, so there had been testimony all week, about 3 weeks worth of this. And finally, around 9:30 came the verdict. And when I've covered trials, you always get a pit in your stomach, you know, right before that. It's just a lot of drama. TV, you know, that's the way it is, actually, in real life, in one of those rare instances. And came running down the steps, and Matt Barcaro is putting a mic in my face, and I'm like still, you know, catching our breath. And we stayed on for a couple of hours that night, straight through, and just getting the reaction. It was very emotional when the verdict was read. There were a lot of gasps, tears. You know, those court cases are very, very emotional, and this was certainly one of those instances. They weren't out long in this case. The jury, they came back pretty quickly.
It must be crazy to see some of the footage that a lot of the viewers are watching at home, seeing your career over the years. Another major trial that you covered was Bill Cosby involving sexual abuse. Talk to us about covering that.
And another abuse case, this one with women alleging abuse. And I think this is, you know, both these cases really have led to a lot of changes too when it comes to reporting abuse. Certainly with minors, going back to Sandusky, a lot of people now mandatory reporters. But the Me Too movement, you know, with the Bill Cosby case, you had a number of women who had alleged abuse, that he had drugged them. And again, this was a national, you know, all the networks came in because you had this big celebrity. You know, he was kind of like everyone's dad or grandfather. And so that, again, you know, a lot of people felt betrayed by it, a lot of interest in it. You know, every day you'd walk into the courtroom and it was packed every single day. This one woman, Andrea Constead, brought the charges, and they decided to file them years before there had been an agreement that there wouldn't be criminal charges against him. They brought it, and it was actually a mistrial initially, and then they actually retried it, and he was found guilty the second time around. So, you know, that kind of led to some of the Me Too movement. This involving women, some the statute of limitations ran out, but it's certainly both these cases highlighted abuse and maybe when you should report. And it's a very difficult thing for people to come forward.
Yeah, well, what was it like covering court cases? Again, no cameras in the room, so really pen and paper, trying to get all that down.
That's a great point, because here in Pennsylvania, there are no cameras in the courtroom. So, you know, it is a challenge. I always found it challenging, and I know my colleagues as well when we covered these, that you really, maybe we had a sketch artist a lot of times that, you know, we'd show pictures, so we try to take people in the room, but you really had to kind of paint a picture for the viewers because there weren't cameras there, and you're trying to boil down, you know, 6 hours of testimony maybe in a day to a couple of 2-minute, you know, stories each day. So you want to kind of bring out the best, you know, try to bring them into the courtroom because the cameras aren't there. So that's certainly one of the challenges, one of the mental challenges, but emotional cases, and it's really things you don't want to cover, unfortunately, in these cases, but you know, you have to do it, and hopefully there was some benefit to these cases that maybe saved, in my mind at least, other people from becoming victims or at least maybe getting justice.
Yeah, Barbara, I know your reporting has made an impact on our community. I know young journalists and your colleagues have looked up to you. They've been taking notes because it's been a master class watching you report, and it's been phenomenal working with you.
Well, I've learned from a lot of good people too, so, and a lot of mentors over the years, and again, definitely too kind.
Well, I know we're about to go, but I will say you will be missed. You will be missed. Not just the interviews and the stories, but you will be missed. So thank you.
Well,
really.
Michael and Thessie, now you're going to make me emotional
thank you.
here.
No.
It's been a pleasure. You two are great additions to WGL. It's been my honor working with you guys.
I gotta give you a hug.
Thank you.
I know.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for everything.
I'm all wired up, so I'm not
I
getting
know.
up.
We're not
This is
stopping
real.
her here.
This is real. We love each other.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.